Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. Today we are back with another weekly challenge that is actually a really special one. It is called the Deja Vu Challenge, and it is extremely fitting for what we are doing this month. If you don't know, we are doing Nostalgia Month, which is where we are replaying all of the classic horror games that have shaped the horror genre. And it seems like the developers of Phasmo were in a similarly nostalgic mood. This challenge right here tries to recreate what Phasmophobia played like when it first came out in 2020. And they did a pretty damn good job. It's a really fun challenge, and it made me feel so nostalgic that I went on so many tangents talking about everything that has been changed since the game first came out. It was a lot of fun to talk about, and I really hope you enjoy. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go. Yeah, as I predicted, we don't have any dust, because that evidence item is the only evidence items that's been added since the game came out. Now, we do have sound sensors. I'm assuming, yup, there you go. We do not have sprint, so it's like old Phasmo. Only 2 lighters. This one, oh, I love this. So, back in the day, we used to only have 2 lighters and only 2 salts. Recently, it was changed so that you could take 4 lighters and 3 salts. Obviously, oh, wait. Did you only take 3 cameras? I swear you could take more cameras, but I guess that's just their standard. And then dots is obviously removed. I was also expecting them to remove strong flashlights, but I guess those have been in the game since the very beginning. We got Jerry Winter right here. Parabolic mic, motion sensor, and Crucifix. Let's just check it out. Now, in full old Phasmo style, we gotta start with the thermo. If you don't know, back in the day... also, my game is a little laggy. I don't know what's going on. Back in the day, the thermo used to be the most overpowered item to find the ghost room out of all the ghost detection items, because then back in the day, the temperature system worked vastly different. All of the rooms would start at a standard temperature at like 15 degrees, and the ghost room would very quickly drop down. And as soon as the temperature went below 13, you would immediately know, okay, that's the ghost room, or at least that's the room where the ghost is. And that was so easy, it created what I used to call thermo zombies, people that were just like not paying attention to anything at all. They were just running around with the thermo, looking at the screen like zombies, and just like finding the ghost room that way. It basically completely took away a lot of the strategy in terms of ghost room finding. I think you just touched this. I swear I just heard it. Yeah, there you go. We got the ghost right here. Is it gonna be cold here? Why didn't they keep the... Hey! Back in the day, the breaker would start on. Why was the breaker off? I was like, what the hell's going on over here? That's rude. I guess they forgot that. They forgot their own game. I mean, I know CJ, for example, and DK obviously was there from the very beginning. DK has seen builds of this game that haven't even seen the light of day. When I have played with DK once, and when I asked him some questions, there was like, back in the day, fun fact, before Phasmo came out, there was an exorcism mode. Or not an exorcism mode, but there were plans and there was implementations for exorcising the ghost. However, when they did playtesting, they realized that it made the player feel way too powerful, and it just became an action game rather than a horror game. So they took it out. They took out the exorcism mode, or at least what they had at the time. It wasn't fully fleshed out yet, but it just made the game feel like a crazy action game rather than the slow atmospheric horror game that they wanted to create. So that's really interesting that by playtesting they created the game they wanted to make. All right, we got orbs, we got freezing. Look at that. Now, back in the day, we had all the evidence, so I'm assuming that's going to be the case here as well. We have freezing, we have orbs. It could be a mimic. We have, let's see. Where are you? Old. E. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Why is it not detecting my mic? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? It could still be a mimic, but it's Onryo or the mimic. Okay, wait, let's see. I'm gonna take a photo of this door. How is it a mimic? Mimic did not exist. Oh, God. Mimic did not exist back in the day. What's this? All right, well, there you go. It is in fact a Mimic because I got fingerprints on it. Dude, I want to play. I don't want this to go too fast. This is like, wait, do we have, we probably don't have cursed possessions, right? That would be ridiculous because those did not exist back in the day. Now, it's not gonna be out by the time I upload this video. Oh, wait, there. Oh, the Ouija board, of course. The Ouija board was the only cursed possession that was in the game from the very beginning. Now, the interesting part of the Ouija board back in the day is that it was not guaranteed. First of all, there was only a 30% chance that you would have the board, and the way it worked was completely ridiculous. You would ask the board, you would turn it on, and then you would ask it a question, and then there would be like a 50% chance for it to respond and a 50% chance for it to just fail. And if it responded, it would only drain like 10% of your sanity. But if it failed, it would drain 40% of your sanity. So a lot of the time you would find the board, you would click it, you would say, where are you? It would fail. You would be like, well, fuck me. Now I'm at 60% sanity. You would ask again, it would fail again. You would be at 20, you would get hunted and you would die. So it was like, everything was vastly different, dude. Wait, so did they do any sprint at all? No, they didn't do any sprint at all. Because, so the way, I know I'm going on like a nostalgia trip right here. Also, Ballerina, thank you for the 5 gift subs, and Hung with the gift subs as well. What the hell? So, we're gonna just loop without a smudge stick. That's how it used to work. Because back in the day, we used to have a sprint. People think we didn't have a sprint, but there was a sprint. Only the way the game worked is that the sprint was so pathetic, it would basically be your default running speed, and there was no stamina. Oh, God. So there was literally no downside to just hold the sprint the whole time. It was so... it was actually the case that a lot of people rebound their sprint to W so that when they were walking forward, they would... like, automatically sprint. Yeah, it was like a plus 10% speed boost only. But anyway, how many pickles can you fit up your ass? How many pickles can you fit up your butt? 1 pickle. Okay, thank you for the 3 gift subs. Where are you? Where are you? Goodbye. Oh, God. Is it a Rev? What is this? Is this a Myling? Mimic Myling? It sounds insanely slow. Oh, they turned down the ghost speed! That's so good. Because that's how the ghosts used to be super slow back in the day. Oh, that's so good. Dude, this is like a trip down memory lane. Now, for a real trip down memory lane, you gotta wait like probably 2 days or something, because recently we revisited the actual old Phasmo together with Psycho, and I'll be uploading that video in like 2 days. So be ready for that. So you'll be able to compare this challenge to. I think they did a great job. The only like objective thing they forgot here is that they didn't have the breaker on by default, because that was how it used to work back in the day. So that's the one thing that I think they just probably forgot. That there's so many details that are different now. But yeah, there's a Mimic. We still got to do 2 more. So yeah, you have that to look forward to. And if all goes well, hopefully this Saturday we will be playing old Phasmo together with CJ as well, because Psycho is on vacation now, so we can't pull out the terrible trio, but we're gonna we're gonna do old Phasmo with the devs. So it's gonna be fun. I wanted to play with Lavender as well, but Lavender is still on vacation. He's having a great time in Japan right now. Oh boy, dude, this is crazy. It's wild just how much this game has changed. Like, not just in like the broader senses, but quality of life has been off the charts. Like gameplay changes, but never has it been like, okay, we are just reworking the entire game to be a different game. Like, it's always stayed true to Phasmo, but it's just like built upon what was already there and improved it. Yeah, I haven't played with DK for a really long time. I think I only played once for the 1-year anniversary. Maybe we could set up a... I mean, that would be the ultimate nostalgia challenge. is playing old Phasma with the entire dev team. Imagine. But just playing with CJ. Because I know, for example, CJ did not play Phasma when it came out. So I could show him some things. I think we have played a while ago. Old Phasma is special. It's when you play it, you realize how much it has changed for the better, because it was like, as fun as it is from a nostalgia point of view to revisit Phasma, it is so rough compared to current Phasma. Like the no sprint, adding items one by one. Like, I know everyone complains, me included, about the my god, I can't find the ghost. Everyone complains about the current shop layout, but you don't have the right to complain unless you well, I guess that doesn't really work, that argument, but people that played old Phasmo know it can get worse. Like, this shop layout might not be ideal, but oh boy is it better than the original shop layout. It was a complete disaster. I prefer the old shop layout. That's your nostalgia glasses speaking. You cannot, there's no way in hell you could prefer the old layout, because you had to add every item one by one. You literally had to click like 50 times through every single item, every single game. It was the amount of human life that's been wasted clicking items one by one to add them to Phasmo is honestly, if the game worked like this from the start, we'd already be living on Mars right now. The amount of human effort that's been wasted clicking items in Phasmo, it's immeasurable. It's Idaho, thank you for the 18. I know, so if you're talking about the layout where you could click to add all, that's like futuristic speaking right there. For over 1.5 years, we had to play Phasmo, adding items one by one. And not just that, also, when we wanted to select the map, there were only 3 maps, or like 3 to 4, 5 maps available at once with a random difficulty. So if you wanted to play professional Tanglewood, you had to reset your lobby over and over and over and over and over again until you randomly got given a Tanglewood on professional mode. Like, I don't even want to know how many hours I've wasted like resetting lobbies, adding items. It was a fucking disaster. And the worst part of that is that it was that way for genuinely like over a year. I don't know why the devs didn't fix it earlier, but oh man, was it a disaster. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Also, there's no hiding spots, you said? I guess they want to do a loop challenge. Yeah, okay. I mean, there were hiding spots back in the day. Every single hiding spot was available back in the day. So I guess they wanted to make you loop. I guess that's what they wanted to do. But back in the day, there were no hiding spot blockages. Every hiding spot was available every game. That was only something added later with the higher difficulties. Also, where's my thermo? I've been lost. I'm lost in the sauce. Oh, I probably have it in my inventory. That's right. That's right. Oh boy. Okay, so it's not here. And also, door hiding was crazy. Yeah, there was so many things. Now, it's obviously silly to really like. I am saying, like, obviously Phasma improved, but it's a little silly to give them massive credits for adding like an add all button and adding a sprint to the game, because it's more of a detriment that we didn't have that for so long. Like, it's more ridiculous that it took them so long than that we got it in the end, to be honest. But I guess that's just my Stockholm syndrome speaking at this point. Like, I've had to live through so much pain for so long that I'm just grateful for being given the all button. Oh, EMF 5. There we go. I was waiting for something. Where are you? Are you here? Razor, thank you for the 5. And Shion, thank you for the gifts. And Mr. Unforgiven with the 25. Thank you. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Why have I not checked for orbs? I'm stupid. Oh boy. Back in the day, it was so much more important to drop your flashlight. Also, there were so many, like, stupid bugs. Like, for example, back in the day, when you... There was the dirty water objective, which was, like, arguably completely bullshit. You could barely complete that. Like, depending on the ghost room, it would just be completely impossible. There's also voodoo doll. Oh, there might also be voodoo doll. That would make sense. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was grabbing a cam. And even worse, the whole experience system was completely broken because the second and the third objective would give you no experience at all. Only the first objective would give you, or well, the second objective, I guess technically, would give you any experience reward. It would give you the entire reward of all the objectives. If you completed 2 and 3, it would give you nothing. If you completed just 1, it would give you everything. It was completely busted. There were so many bugs like that. There was a bug where you could say, show us to cancel any hunt. Like it would just stop the hunt, because you could make the ghost interact with objects during a hunt, which would just cancel that hunt. They changed that, obviously. There were so many things that were completely busted. Yeah, there you go. I was like, there's gotta be orbs. Okay, we got orbs, we got EMF. It's a Raichu or Obake. Uh-oh. 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 I think this is a Raichu. Oh, no. Rip me. I'm gonna have to loop without... Let me turn on some lights here, just in case we get hunted now. Captain Trashley, thank you for the 5. Well, there's no dots! Of course! It's Raichu, there's no dots. Oh, man. This would be cool, like, in the future, if they ever do decide, which I hope they will, because right now, the weekly challenges are just, like, custom difficulty settings, right? But what would be really cool is for the week, like, imagine this actually being like old Phasmo, and then you go to like the old Asylum for 1 week. Everyone could go to the old Asylum. It would be crazy. It would be pandemonium. Everyone would be going wild for it. So I hope in the future they add something where it's like actual, like, different game modes, where they alter the gameplay based on the weekly challenge. Like in this case, they could take away all the ghosts that weren't in the game back then. They could actually, like, they could put back the old evidence. Obviously, it will be a ton of work to do it, but the thing is, if they do like 51 challenges and they just like randomly select one every week, oh god, then they have like a different challenge for every week, right? That would be really cool. Okay, I'm probably gonna... Actually, we could check what sanity we have. It's probably a Raichu. Who am I kidding? You didn't have appreciation of the old Asylum until about a month before they got rid of it. I mean, people do be wanting their... like, having their cake and eating it too, right? Because they did a poll... They did a poll in... about Asylum, where they said, if we make a smaller Asylum, would you be more likely to play it? And the vast majority of people said, yes, please do it. So you can't really bet. I know there might have been people, like, if you said no to that poll, you have the right to be a little bit disappointed. But the majority of people, oh god, were not disappointed by the change. And me included, honestly. Like, the new Asylum is obviously better. It's just that the like, missing the old Asylum is the main reason. It's not like that I'm sad of having Sunny Meadows, because Sunny Meadows is an amazing map. It's just that the long, creepy hallways of Asylum have like a special place in my heart. You loved hunting the bone in old Asylum. I'm just trying to get killed here. I don't really know what my plan is. This is stupid. I don't have a smudge stick. I mean, we already know it's a Raichu, right? So we can just die. Can you kill me, please? We have the board. Do we have the voodoo doll as well? We don't have the voodoo doll? Come on, man. You could have just done that for the memes, because we did have voodoo dolls back in the day. Fun fact. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm gonna perish. Uh-oh. Sounds fast. Tell me? I think I lived. Eat shit! I'm just gonna break the board. This is a bad idea because the hunts are gonna be really long. Oh no! It was still going. What the fuck? Like, they could bring back, I mean, obviously this would take so much work. This challenge specifically would take a ton of work if they wanted to actually do like recreate old Phasmo. Imagine with the old blinking of the flashlight, where the flashlight would just go blink, 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 no matter where you were on the map. Dude. And here we go. Where are you? Ah, fuck. Hello? Oh, yeah. Look how far away the flashlight's blinking. Hello? Hello? Okay, here we go. No. And it gets faster. And it's slow. Hey, Fred. This is like OG, dude. Oh god, I'm gonna die though. They're still speeding up. Oh no. Back in the day, this used to be the best way to avoid dying in the game. Looping. Because every ghost was slower than the player, so you could just loop it around an object and you'd never die. Dude, back in the day, Phasma used to be so easy. It's actually crazy. And it's crazy we managed to ever die back in the day, honestly. It's almost impressive. But fun fact, I barely died back in the day. I made most of the money that I have right now back in old Phasmo. The first like 2 years, I made like $500,000 in-game money. And for like a year after they changed the ghost speeding up and all that stuff, I made $0. I stayed stagnant at $500,000. I would lose as much money as I would gain, which was a complete and that's even more ridiculous because back in the day, making money used to be way easier. So it's or way harder. Sorry, the opposite. Way harder. It used to be like you used to get half as much money as you would right now, even less than that. Because the whole photo system was broken. Well, not broken, but it was randomized. So there were no stars, for example. There were no stars on the photo system. So the way it would work is right now when you get a 1-star photo and when you get a 3-star photo, you get vastly different amounts of money for those photos. Back in the day, they just randomly pick a value between what is currently a 1-star and a 3-star photo. It would just randomly assign it. So you could get all 1-star photos and there would be nothing you could do about it. It would just be random. So getting a perfect game was actually almost impossible. The only way to do it like 20% of the time was doing a very specific set of photos, was where you took ghost photo, bone photo, Ouija board photo, which remember, the Ouija board only shows up 30% of the time, and then 7 fingerprints. That was the way you would have a potential chance of getting a perfect game. But even then, even if you got that very specific setup, it would be only like, I don't know, 25% of, not even, like even less. Crazy. Mr. Face, thank you for the 2 months. Imagine they brought back the old like chicken bone. That'd be so stupid. All right, you're definitely here somewhere. I'm gonna quit. Hey. Oh, is that the phone in here? Gotta be, right? There's a phone over here. Oh, there's a bone. I'm taking. Oh no, the bone's gonna have priority. Oh, it's fine. There you go. Oh boy. It's actually crazy how thinking about it is like bringing back more memories than playing on it. I mean, obviously, when you see it, you remember some things that you didn't remember. Like the old night vision, which fun little thing to look forward to. In the new update coming up in July, they're adding a new video cam, and CJ has already very heavily hinted that there will be different colored night visions for the different tiers of cameras. So most likely we're getting the green night vision back, which I am super excited for because I love the green night vision. I think there's two things that are like objective, in my opinion. Objectively, in my opinion. Subjectively, I guess is what that's called. Subjectively. Downgrades from the original Phasmo. And that is one, they're back in the day. I know I'm saying that. I know you guys are memeing about me saying back in the day all the time, but what else am I supposed to say? Back in the day, you would hear footsteps, even when you weren't holding a paramic. So you would just randomly hear footsteps. You would just walk around and you would hear like BAM next to you, and you'd be like, what the fuck? There's a ghost right next to me. And that's taken out of the game. Now you have to have a paramic for that to work, which is a bit of a shame. And the other thing is the night vision being turned from green to this, which I definitely found the green way cooler than this one. But besides that is, and then I guess to a certain degree, some aspects of Asylum. Like, the only thing that Asylum really had that I miss in Sunny Meadows is the long hallways. The best moments in Asylum, which, spoiler alert, I played Asylum with Psycho, like a while ago, or not a while ago, last week. And that video's coming up soon, so be ready for a video of me playing on old Asylum. There was these very creepy moments, which literally happened in that video that's coming up soon, where you would be walking down a hallway, and then all of a sudden, in the distance, you see a door open, and the doors used to always be closed. Like, right now, the doors randomly start open and closed, but that didn't used to be the case. All the doors used to just start closed. So if you saw a door open, you knew, oh, wait a minute, that's the ghost right there. And then you see the light shining through, and you know even more like, oh god, there's a ghost in there. Do I possibly dare go over and face this ghost? Which was just like really cool. Like, because the distance in the old Asylum is actually crazy how like far you could see. You could like, you would look down a hallway, and the end of the door at the back used to be like this, like as big as my reticle, basically. That's how wildly far you could see on the old Asylum. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? You're not here. You touching some doors over here. You sneak. Give him a 5. It's Goryo, imagine. No fucking way. Let's see. Spirit box is impossible. Freezing temps. Ghost writing. Ghost orbs. Oh god. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Why do I get Raichu and Obake? Or Raichu and Goryo? What's this madness? Some bullshit. Also, fun fact, on old Phasmo, if you turn on, also you would have to click on the monitor instead of on the keyboard. If you turned on this monitor, you could take a photo of the monitor and it would give you an interaction photo. The same thing was true for the voodoo doll, the old voodoo doll, as well as the bloody knife in Bleasdale. Fun fact, all of these were bugs. They were all not supposed to give you an interaction photo, but it just accidentally happened, and people like correctly, in my opinion, assumed it was intended. So the dev oh god, Jesus Christmas. So DK was like, well, people seem to love it, let's just keep it in the game, which I thought was really interesting. It was never supposed to work that way, but they just kept it in the game because people enjoyed it. Okay, this sucks. This is annoying as hell. I need to get another writing book. Imagine the monitor match the ghost name. I've made several videos of like having Thomas Wilson on Tanglewood. Because the way I used to make videos, which I was actually potentially planning to do that today, but we have some other plans. The way I used to make videos is I didn't used to plan anything. I used to just start the stream, play Phasmo, and then whenever something crazy would happen, I would cut that out and make it a video. Like, for, I think, over, like, the first year of Phasmo, I used to make my videos almost exclusively that way, where I would just play the game, and if I got a crazy added ghost, I would just I would cut that into its own video and push it on YouTube. I think the main reason, well, I just like improve the overall concept, like doing some higher production value challenges, but also a reason why that changed is because, oh god, it threw the writing book and didn't write in it. All right, well, no writing. The reason why that changed is because we got so good at Phasmo that the games on average started lasting like 5 minutes. So there was like a good 6 months where whenever I realized I was dealing with a really cool ghost, I had to like artificially slow myself down and like pretend to be slower at the game to get more epic moments to happen. Instead of me just like having a crazy ghost and then being gone in 5 minutes because it was over, which led to like I probably not, I don't think many people noticed it back in the there were people that would say like when crazy stuff was happening in the game, they would go like hi YouTube in the stream chat because they knew it's turning into a YouTube video, because like my cadence changed and like the way I dealt with, like the way I went into it, I started doing more crazy stuff and like make myself like, or put myself in a lot more danger than I honestly should, just for the video. So there were some smart heads out there who were like, oh god, who were like hi YouTube when they realized my demeanor changed. But it was really awkward for me because like it just made it into like this weird show where I was like, it's not like an organic game of Phasmo anymore. It's like kind of this like game between me and the ghost, which was still a lot of fun. It was like a really interesting way of making videos that was really fun to explore. But eventually I pivoted into doing some more crazy stuff, like doing more runs back to back, speed runs, the challenge runs especially, which we used to do challenge runs all of the time, but we used to do them every 100 levels. We used to do did I move it? We used to do a challenge. It's probably a Goryo, like genuinely. We just fucked up, by the way. Oh come on, piece of shit. Taking photos. Which, fun fact, the Crucifix animations and the Crucifix like actually showing that it is used was added like a year after. Not even like it took so long for that to be added. When the game first came out, you would literally the Crucifix would still work twice, but the first use would just be a complete silent use. You wouldn't see anything. Well, it's not a Jinn either. It's either Obaka. It's definitely just a Goria. So the Crucifix would just be used once. It would still look like an exact copy of a normal Crucifix, and then it would be used again, and it would just instantly disappear. It would just go poof. It would just be removed. Oh god. I don't wanna be chased. Yeah, and there was also a time when there would be Jesus sticks where, oh no, where the first, like the vertical line, the one arm would break off, and then on the second use, the second arm would break off, so you'd literally just have a stick, which was when the Crucifix was used up, and we used to call them Jesus sticks. Oh, good. There you go. I want to loop you, because I need to loop every game. Also, we need to check if you're an Obaka, yes or no. It's crazy how much has changed. Yeah, look forward to the video in about 2 days. That'll show you all the secrets of old Phasmo firsthand. And then hopefully like next week or something, we'll have a video together with the developers, which will be really fun. Just in the spirit of nostalgia month, I wanna do some old stuff. Come on me. And if you haven't followed any of the nostalgia month shenanigans, by the way, you have some catching up to do because we've been replaying all the legendary games. We've been like, oh god, here we go. Come on. Come on, I need to see you the whole... You're fucking stuck. What the hell was that? You see that? No, you dummy! Come here. I need to check if you're an Obake. Fucking idiot. Did they also make them stupid? Did they like reduce the ghost IQ to make them more feel more like old ghosts? Because remember, the AI used to be just A, no I, because the way it used to work is that the ghosts would, if they saw you, they would follow you. If you broke line of sight, they would instantly goldfish memory, wipe their mind, and immediately forget where you were. So as soon as you broke line of sight, they would instantly just start wandering around randomly. There was no intelligence whatsoever. That's one of the reasons Phasmo used to be so incredibly easy back in the day, because there was no chance you die. Because you just have to break line of sight like once. Now the only other thing that was harder back in the day was you couldn't hide behind furniture. So doing something like this would not break line of sight. Not that it matters because the ghost would be super slow. But if you were trying, like, if you try and hide on Grafton, for example, where you like have all the hiding spots behind furniture, you would just die. There was nothing you could do. Because those hiding spots did not work. Because they only added furniture hiding when they made Willow. Because Willow was built around furniture hiding. Which, that is like such a big improvement. But anyway, we've done our trip down memory, and it is obviously is Agorio. For more old Phasmo shenanigans. Wait, I mean, I've made videos on old Phasmo as well previously, if you want to check those out. It's always crazy. I mean, you're gonna hear a lot of the same stuff I told during this video, because I can't get enough. I can't get enough of talking about the past and how, because it's such a good example of how a game has changed for the better, but yet it still has this like intense nostalgia. It's like, it's a good showcase of how I can like admit stuff was worse back in the day, but that's like the essential nostalgia feeling, where you don't necessarily feel like, oh, everything was better back in my day, but it's more of a like, I long back to those times, but I don't necessarily think those were like objectively better times. And you have that probably in a lot of things in your life, not just video games. But there you go. We've done 3,000, or we've gotten 3,000 easy peasy. Back in my day, this used to be your life savings. You used to make, I think, up to like 200 every game was like the absolute max you could get was 200 gold. Holy shit, we'd be watering at our mouth for this type of experience and money gain. But anyway, that was amazing. So much fun. Thank you for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Challenge, go back through the video and count all the times I said back in the day. Post it in the comments. Anyway, I'll see you around. Have a good one. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.